What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Amiri back with another reaction. I got two special guests with me today. Yay! Where's my claps? What's going on?
Is that us or is that sound?
Yeah,
effect?
that's you. Look, where's your claps? You're not gonna clap. You're not gonna clap for yourself. I'll clap for you though. So introduce yourself.
My name's Kim.
How old are you?
25.
Kim, 25 years old. And are you single or are you in a relationship?
Single.
Nice. What about you?
My name is Alex. I'm 30 years old and I am also single.
Nice. So yeah, we've got another lovely video for you lot. You already see the thumbnail, you see the title. King, let's get into this.
Why would you be dating a 19-year-old?
What's wrong with? Oh,
I think that's a bit of a red flag for me.
what's wrong with that?
I mean, what do you have in common with a 19-year-old that just graduated high school?
What do I have common with a
Wait, how old is he?
33-year-old litigation attorney?
I don't know.
I don't.
Maybe you guys could
I'm a
talk about
fucking
movies in the
YouTuber.
80s or something.
But like,
But I
I'm
feel like
not
19, she's not
she
even
says
old
red
enough
flag. She says red
for
flag.
you to take her to a bar, though. Like,
I
get
don't really
21.
drink like that though. I don't really
But
drink.
I mean,
They both
let's say it's an
drink water.
event or something.
Well, so I don't go to bars or clubs.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say something. If you don't want me to pause, just say yeah, and I'll pause it for you. Like.
I'd rather masturbate with sandpaper than go to
I have something to add to
What's
what
that?
she said.
Let me address the age thing,
Okay.
then I'll have to address the body count thing. So, this is another one that always comes up. Men are always shamed for their preferences. Men's preferences are always almost always met with contempt, derision, shaming in one way or another. Nobody shames women for their preferences, standards, and boundaries. But
Debatable.
I agree.
We do.
so just to make something clear, most of the women like I've dated in the past couple of years, I'd say are between the age of 25 and 34. In fact, I dated a 45-year-old.
You go where?
Nope.
Would you date a 45-year-old?
If I had she was interesting, attractive, nice, and I connected with her, then sure, why not?
What about you?
I definitely would. Yeah, I would. The 45-year-old man is at a stage in his life where he can provide real stability, in my opinion.
So you're a mature one then, yeah? You're a mature girl then, yeah?
I would like to think so.
Younger than 25.
I might have gone on a date with a girl who was 21 at one point, but mostly I'm dating around my age, like mid to late 20s to early 30s. But
Well, you girls, what is your perspective on like age gaps? What do you guys think? Because I feel like a lot of women, they prefer like guys that are older, right?
I think it depends.
well, let me come in on that. So, do you guys think that guys your age are immature?
Guys, our age?
Are your age? Do you think they're immature?
For the most part,
Most
yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
So how can you simultaneously hold that position, but also shame me for wanting to date someone younger? If you want to date, I assume you're more attracted to men who are older because they're more mature. Maybe they're more attractive. Maybe they have their shit together. Maybe they're more willing to commit to you. Whereas these, I mean, I don't want to speak for all the men who are younger, but they're for the streets. I'm kidding, guys. No, but
I did want to add to what she said. What if you like already fell in love with
Her voice is so annoying, bro. Like, just rewind the annoyance for 1 second, bro. Bloody hell, mate.
guys, no, but
I did want to add to what she said. What if you like already fell in love with the girl and
Is that California cadence? It is, right?
It's annoying.
It's like you drag your voice a little bit. You drag it.
It's like, don't they hear themselves?
Yeah.
like we're in a committed relationship and she lied about it and then you found out later? Would you break up with her?
Also, at what point are you asking her, what's your
What-
body count?
at what point am I asking?
Are you like
Early.
going
I
on
mean-
the first date and you're like,
Do you ask?
It depends if it went there. If the conversation went there on a first date, I wouldn't just be like, what's your body count out of nowhere. But if the conversation went there and we spoke about it, then sure. But sometimes it's probably best not to know as well.
Do you ask?
Yeah, I do actually. Guys are more transparent with like telling the truth in terms of telling the truth about their body count, and then that helps me gauge the type of man that he is. But I don't know, sometimes I think if a guy asks for my body count, is it because he's trying to take me less serious or trying to take me serious? Because it's such a weird question in 2023. Like, why are you asking me for my
What do
body
you
count?
look for as an answer? Like, what's a desirable answer from a man? Is it a high body count, low body count? Does it depend
Low.
on the man?
Low.
Low. And what kind of range are you looking at? Like under 5, under 10?
Oh no, as long as it's like, it has to be like under 30.
Under 30?
Yeah.
You're so lenient. I love it.
No, but
Under
like,
30
Do you
people,
know-
under 30 people.
yes.
See, that's so funny because if the roles were reversed, that would not be an acceptable amount of guys for a girl to have had in the past.
Why?
Just the way that I guess you're thinking about. So, say if I was thinking about a long-term partner, it would maybe indicate that this person maybe not be that faithful. Like we said before, I do believe that people can change, and yeah, I don't know, man.
So you would have to know if. So you don't. You said that you don't ask.
So-
But if you were to, like, let's say, get engaged to a woman, do you feel like you need to know? Is it something that you know still lingers? Because that's the thing. If you don't ask, you don't know. And if you do ask, be prepared to get lied to.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a few things to say on that. I mean, if a man's asking,
Yeah.
it's normally because he might want to take you seriously. Because if he just wanted to sleep with you, just sleep with you, and he wouldn't really care how much people you've been with. For me, I don't. I could tell when you've been around.
How?
I'm not saying you.
No,
I'm just
I
saying.
know.
No, go.
I'm just saying, like, men come up with these, like, conceptions and all that. How can you tell that someone's been around? I have hoe friends, and I mean hoe friends, a lot of bodies, who look clean as day. So
No. I sniffed that out. Like, literally, like, I'm normally the guy that's like, it's okay, babes, I know. I know what you do. I'm not judging. You know what I'm saying? I'm there, like, come on, like, it's like being around footballers all your life, and you could tell straight away a girl likes sports. It's like you're not 100% certain, but you kind of like sports, don't you? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like you're a bit too, you know who Ronaldo is, you know who Bruno Fernandes, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know a bit too much info, like, do you know what I mean? You're kind of, you know. You dress like a footballer. You talk like a footballer. You kind of your friends are footballers. You know what offside is. You're telling the referee you should have blown the whistle. You know, I was like, you know a bit too much. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know what innocent gal is like, and I know when someone's trying to be innocent. And I kind of respect gal for trying to be innocent, but I could tell certain times when it's like, oh, you're a reformist.
So
Like,
if she's like overly extroverted and suggestive, then you'd assume that she has a high body count, right?
nah, that can't just be it. It has to be a smell. It has to be like my spider sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to really hot up because it's like, do you know what a girl said to me the other day? Yeah, she was like, I think she was like 29, and I was like to her, so when do you intend to get married? She's like, oh, around 35, and I was like, so how much men do you intend to be with until you get there? She's like, not too much, just 10. And I was in my head, I was like,
10.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to hear 1.
Is that a high number or a low number?
I mean, 10.
What of between 35 and 29?
So does that mean 10 more or 10 in
Yeah,
total?
10 more, bro.
Oh, okay.
And that probably translates to 10 a year.
Yeah,
Because if
yeah.
she's not trying to get married, yeah.
So you could sniff them out as well.
Of course, but I still love them the same.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But a lot of it's like
All right.
it's,
No, wait. Okay, have you ever been with a trapper before?
that's my type.
See, that's what I'm trying to say.
What's a trapper, guys?
A trapper
I'm
is
joking.
a trapper is someone that does extracurricular activities on the roads.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand.
So I'm saying to you, trapping might be wrong,
Yes.
but you still love the trapper. Hoeing might be wrong, but we still love the hoes. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I wasn't there to stop you from opening your legs and being like, no, don't do that, no, because 5 years from now I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna want you and I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't do that because you already done, you know.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Most guys are Captain Save-A-Hose. And this is the truth. Like, if you're actually a genuine good girl, you're going to find it quite hard to date. And that is facts. That is coming from the heart. That is facts. Because if you're promiscuous for some reason, I don't know, like, guys kind of like the fact that maybe they can control a lady who has has that sexual freedom or sexual liberation. Whereas when you're actually like a woman who's got it together, all of a sudden guys don't want you, you're boring, you're like the good guy.
Do you think that's right?
You're saying that if a woman was to be a little bit more conservative, it would be less likely for her to elicit male attention?
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not sure if that's true. I'm not sure because I think you can be attractive and you can be conservative at the same time. You don't have to do pornographic displays of like of your like appearance or your behavior or anything like that.
No, I don't think she means pornographic. I think she means like just
Like to have multiple partners, you mean?
No, like out there girl. You could tell the out there girl. Like just necessarily just because she's out there doesn't necessarily mean she gets all the attention. I hear what you're saying. But out there girls do tend to get more male coming up to them, trying their luck.
Way more options.
But do you think that's because they look more approachable?
See, you might be right, but no, it's not because of the approachability. I think because like it's like good guys. You know, good guys. Always, girls are just not attracted to them. I don't care how you're packaged. I don't care if you're a good guy and you are like a self-professed good guy, you find it hard to date. That's why what's that new statistic? The 18 to 34-year-old men are not having as much sex because all of these guys have converted to being good guys. And girls don't like good guys. We like bad boys. Simple.
But don't you think women get to a certain stage where they've exhausted all their options of the attractive bad guys and they settle for a good guy, let's say?
Yeah, the Captain Save-A-Hose.
Or it's more like in the red pill in the manosphere. It's sort of like they call it the wall, right? I don't know if you've ever heard that term. Or it's like the end of the party years between 20 to 30, and suddenly you're checking guys. You won't sleep with them on the first date. You're trying to see if they're invested. And I've seen that in the women in my life as well. And it's an interesting predicament. But I just think that when we when we moved past sex before marriage, because before you'd have to get married in order to sleep with someone, so it makes you really consider your choices, really. And people did have affairs and people did see prostitutes still, but what it meant was that you could meet someone, marry them, that's your sexual partner, and then what happens, you can have a family. And the whole point is, now that people get into the dating game, they get to an age where they get to 30 years old and they've been dating for a while, and they either find someone to have kids with or they don't, and that's how our population declines, and that's how we're all going to be speaking Chinese in like 50 years.
But a 30-year-old man and a 30-year-old woman in the dating pool are not viewed the same.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is not fair, but it's what it is.
Is a 20-year-old man and a 21-year-old woman treated fairly in the dating market?
No.
Fair enough.
Nature's not fair, is it? Some guys are born like 6'5" with great jawlines, and some guys are born like 5'2" and they can't do a damn thing about it. Nature's not fair.
I wanted to go. I want to pick your brain a bit on what you were saying before, but I think it's lost my brain. The idea. What we was talking about in terms of women and men are not treated the same when they're older. When they're older, they want to give up on the game, and you're saying that's for they end up with a simp guy.
Yes.
And I'm saying to you, so do you, when you're playing the field, do you know that the guy's not going to take you seriously?
For sure. You know, there's that saying where it's like, oh, most of like these stories on like Reddit, there's like these guys who will be like, within 2 weeks, I knew straight away she was going to be my wife. It's kind of that, it's like I call it the zang. It's like a feeling that you have. And I guess the more people that you deal with, the less you can feel that with others, men and women. But yeah, women, we kind of know from like, we're getting smarter in a way that we can kind of use our senses to tell that this is not going to go further than a few months of dating. But we're still hopeful and we can still like make something out of a relationship. But I've actually been told by a few people that it's women that choose men. Like, it is the woman who chooses to get married. Like, a lot of the times, you know how we've got this narrative where it's like, oh, a guy will choose you, but actually, you know, it's a woman that chooses chooses a husband, chooses a husband.
A man pursues, but a woman certainly chooses, I'd say.
I don't even think so. I think that so she will gather up her choices and she'll make the best out of the best choices she's got. So this is perfect to what my point was. So back in the days, there was no social medias. So you would not see certain girls ever. That would not even...
You knew like 50 girls, and you picked one and you married her.
Yeah.
You don't know that any other women exist. There's no TV.
And not only that, you see the other 49 girls that you didn't pick, you don't have to see them for the next 15 years every time you open your phone.
Oh, yeah.
And they're married as well.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Everyone's married.
So now you're watching Chanel that you chirped 4 years ago and saying, you know, I'm going to have to call Chanel. Like, if back in the days, that would have been, you know, Chanel would have been onto...
Just a memory.
Yeah, like, it wouldn't even have been a memory.
Yeah.
you would have forgotten about it, and you'd have still been. So social media, in a lot of ways, it's like it's changed the dynamics, man.
Yeah, and it's affected people, men and women. But what it did, it gave attractive women access to men beyond their geographical area.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're an attractive woman and you grow up in a village 100 years ago, the most attractive guy from the village is probably going to be your husband, you know. But now there's guys in Dubai hitting you up. There's guys all over the world, and that makes a really high kind of level of man. So imagine, I don't know, someone who's like a multi-millionaire from Dubai. If he hits you up and I hit you up, we don't have the same resources. So
Have you been to Dubai?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, go on.
Oh, that's just my point, really.
Oh, shut up. I don't want to go to Dubai. I've been offered, but I'm not on that.
Who? Wait, all right. I'm not gonna ask you who offered you, like bait up their name, but was it like Mandem or was it like Sheikh? Like
It's a mixture. I think I'm just not on it. I don't want to like take myself to Dubai. I know what happens there. I'm good in England and America. Do you get it? Don't.
Kim, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you think that you want to marry and have children?
For sure. I still aspire to do that, but actually now that I'm 25, it's rockstar life until 27.
I don't know if that's a good strategy. Like I have a sister and she...
Listen, don't try to change them. They don't want to be saved.
No, what do you mean?
I'm just singing the song, innit? Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. It's like, do you know what it's like? It's like me trying to tell my guy, listen, I beg you, stop shotting, bro. Like, bro, man would stop shotting when he... You know what I'm saying? When he's ready to stop, he will stop, bro. I'm telling you no more, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do you, boo-boo. Like,
It's
you know...
not the same thing. Look, we all have, like growing up, we all had like dreams of how we would be as adults. And when you get into adulthood and you're actually dealing with this adulting, it's not, there is no book, there's no guidelines, there's actually just what the old generation have left us to go on with and using the new tools and technology to navigate. Right? And
I agree with you.
Do you live in the house by yourself, though?
yes, I live with my sister.
Do you have a pet?
No.
Okay, cool.
No animals.
I feel like women were never showed how to traverse this landscape. They just got all the sexual independence that they haven't had in the history of humankind. And it's like, here you go, enjoy it. And it's like, whoa, there's so many consequences that come with that. And one of them is that you might end up alone and not have any children. And that's quite a severe consequence.
Is it?
I'd say so, man. Especially if you want to have children and you
Why
don't
do
want
men
to be
see
alone.
it like that, though? Why? Because you know what? I met a guy the other day who he was complaining about his 54-year-old friend, who's a lady who's not settled down, and he's been divorced 3 times, has 2 kids. And he's talking about a 54-year-old woman who's quite happy to be by herself, and he's like, she's living a miserable life, like because she didn't get married or have children. And you meet the lady, and she's so happy. She's like one of the happiest women that you'll ever meet. But you know, the men talk about her like she's sad and she's lived the wrong life, and it's like, what?
I wouldn't really go down that road with them because, like, however you want to be happy, you do and you be happy. What the thing is for me is that you're just being selfish.
It's a selfish world.
Just like the alphabet people, yeah. You lot are selfish because it's like there's been generation upon generation upon generations upon generations of people that took for you to get here to continue the generation to go on, and you just say, nah, I don't want. It's like what? Wait, what?
Look at the psychological climate that we're in. You know, we're being told every day that we are the reason that the earth is on fire and is burning, and our aspirations are toxic, and so it makes you think, what's the point of having children? Why not just enjoy this? Why not just follow my sexual urges and wait for the earth to come to an end? But I don't think the earth is coming to an end as soon as they think it is. And I think that it's good to have some aspirations. And I think that we need to return to a more traditional kind of way of life. And we need to focus on the family again. And I think that's the way that we save our communities and our countries.
When you say focus on the family, though, there's so many there's so, like, when it comes to family, there's men, because a lot of men and women are actually, polygamous by nature. And this is also an issue that in this society people are having. So the whole, like, the constant infidelity and cheating and extramarital affairs it all comes down to people still following this tradition of monogamy. It's not working. Because by law you can only get married to one person. Where does that actually leave someone who wants to practice that in the Western world? Because in Islam you can get married to 4 women, but not on paper. That's just in the community, within a culture. But
so you saying it's mad weird and unfair that you could be dating 4 girls but you can't marry them?
For sure. And if the only thing I think about people who will date men who date multiple women, like, it has to be the same. There's women who can, like, a woman should be allowed to marry 4 men as well. You can't hold that double standard, like, it's not right.
But the reason that doesn't work is because of paternity, right? And that's the reason that we have monogamous relationships and the nuclear family, is because we have a hardware in our bodies that predisposes us to want to have sex with multiple people, right? And if you look at hunter-gatherer tribes around the world that are not like large societies that depend on big systems, they will have polyamorous rites and rituals and all this kind of stuff. And, our closest species, the bonobo ape, they're polyamorous. The chimps are polyamorous. If you look at our bodies, we have large testicles, which means that we have a lot of semen because we're polyamorous creatures.
Bro, I just tried to pause you. I just went like that. Like,
Sorry,
why is he talking? Stop talking.
But this is a really good point.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, fair.
What has polygamy got to do with it, though? Because I could show you.
Because Kim made a really good point about how we've got these urges and we're suppressing them with monogamy. But the whole reason is because we don't live in these bands of hunter-gatherers that travel around. We stay in one place, we have property. And when we die, we want to pass on that property to our offspring. So then we have the notion of paternity. So then we have to have a single wife. So we know that this is our kid. If a wife has 4 different husbands, unless they're all very clear, distinct races, you're not going to know who's the baby is.
Oh, and I think she meant like the men only having the 4 wives. I think she meant.
Yeah, she's saying it's a double standard, but I'm saying it wouldn't work the other way around. Because you want to pass on.
Did you say it's a double standard?
Yeah.
You think it's a double standard that men could have 4 wives?
And women can't have 4 husbands?
Why?
Because everyone needs love.
Did you know? You have a husband. I don't get where's there not love there.
Why should I restrict myself to 1 if I can have 4 that love me?
King, where's that? She for the streets. What do you mean, bro? You're all right. Okay.
I don't think you're going to be able to find 4 guys that are into you and you're going to be into them, if you know what I mean. If they all know about each other, do you think that would work?
Yes, it can. There's a lot of guys who are into that.
Yeah, but the ones you want, though.
Heck, if I married a cuck, what do I do?
No, don't try that. You said before, yeah?
Yeah.
The good guy, the pushover guy is not the guy that you want.
Well, obviously not.
And that's the only guy that's going to put up with that.
And there's a lot of them.
So you're going to end up with a guy that you don't want. As opposed to being with a guy that you do want, but he's got 3 other gal.
Oh, this is too much.
I'm not overt about that sort of questioning, so I wouldn't be like...
I forgot who was doing a review. This is like a podcast. Like,
that was me, I'm sorry.
Slept with. I mean, it could somehow come up organically if we're, on the topic of that. But I mean, I'd honestly try to suss it out in other ways. I'd probably ask, like, are you ever done any swinging? I think threesomes can kind of be a good indicator. More than threesomes, foursomes can kind of be an indicator of promiscuity.
I feel like a lot of people would lie.
What are do you ask those questions as well with your sexual partners?
Listen, if you ask me what I do, I ask you how much men you've been with.
Wait, what?
Don't ask me what I do for a living, bruv. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, hi, what's your name? Hi, what do you do? It's like, how much men you been with? It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's it's like my kind of revenge question.
I don't think she was asking what you do.
No. I'm not talking to her. I'm talking about in general. When, like, if girls are like, oh, hi, what's up? What do you do? Like, do you know what I mean? That's normally within their first 3 questions. They're asking you what you do.
But what was your question, Kim? You said, where do you stand on that? Do you ask women whether they've had threesomes and stuff, right? I guess it depends, right? It depends how far you go into the conversation.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be with a man who's into threesomes. Like, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
All men are into threesomes.
Yeah, like in your fantasy, but in real life, if you've acted on that, you can...
Don't you act on your fantasies?
No, not necessarily.
Why, what's a fantasy that you haven't acted on?
I'm not going to say it.
Very personal question. You don't have to...
Yeah, shh. This is how you get the information out. So wait, you've never been in a sum?
No, I dumped someone because he asked me for a threesome. I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, well, we're not seeing each other ever again. This is insanity.
Well, how old was you when that happened?
2 years ago, so what,
Okay.
22?
Okay, say no more. Do you feel differently now?
No, I stay the same. I was offended. Like, why do you need 2 women to give you pleasure? Like,
How do you know you meant 2 women?
Because the woman was there. So
Lad, he brought the woman there.
Yeah, he did.
And it's like, babe, so we did.
What if it was a second guy? Would you have done it then?
no, That was the first and the last time. And but I know people like it. I know that people have it. I just, when it comes to like threesomes, like I said, and I want to know if you've had one, so I can know that, you know, this is the type of standard of relationships that you like, or you might go out there and venture and have one whilst we're together. I just need to know, like, that you do that to help me gauge where this relationship is going. Because it be those things as well that women don't ask, and now she's dealing with a man who, you know, he's into that, and she's completely oblivious.
Bro, what's your describe your man to me?
As in?
Describe your ultimate man.
No, you describe your ultimate woman.
Excuse you? I just asked you a question.
No, because I'm not going to describe it. It's a long list. I have to get my phone. Like, it's a long
all right,
list.
let me go. Let me. Did you hear that, bro?
He said it's a long list.
No, she said she has to get a phone, bro. What do you mean? How long is the list? All right, she needs to be pretty. She needs to be able to negotiable. She needs to be someone that can smile a lot. Like an optimist. She needs to be able to not be a starfish.
What does that mean?
What's a starfish?
Oh, like in the bedroom, you don't want it to be like a plank of wood kind of thing. Okay.
Get it together.
Okay.
A starfish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
you want a freak.
Lady in the streets, freak in the sheets.
Oh.
yeah, something along them lines, but not too freaky, because then I'll start asking questions about what you're like on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to do that, but there's a certain line that you'd be like, she's got a little bit of, you know, paprika in her crisp. You know what I'm saying?
You sound that's describing like Alexa. Like, it sounds robotic. It doesn't sound like. It sounds like a lot of women, like the same
An
voice.
optimist, pretty, easygoing.
Yeah.
Like,
Not a starfish.
not a starfish. Like, that's, if you ask most men, that's what they want as well.
Yeah, but you can get that in a man, so
No.
you can.
No.
You can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
God gave women curves, man. The natural one. I'm talking about. Like, let me take that back. Anyway.
What do you mean you can get that in a man? A woman can find that in a man?
Yeah, it sounds like normal stuff. Like, it sounds, you've described a normal
It's a very
person.
vague
You say
description.
normal, but where's your list?
It's a very specific list, and it's long.
Yes, on my phone.
Is it realistic?
Yes.
Okay.
How long is it?
There's like 70 key elements.
That's a lot of filters.
There's 70 key elements.
Wait, what's funny?
No, that is funny, but it's not.
Does he eat Pringles? 70. Like 70.
Yes.
I have to comply with 70 things.
I mean, on your list, you haven't even mentioned hygiene. You haven't mentioned like real things like
That's
that.
implied, though, right?
Bro, thank you.
It's not. It's not though. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. Like, we live in a real world.
Okay.
Yo.
Are you quite a tidy person, like in your house and stuff? Is your house very ordered?
No. You know her house is not ordered.
I don't
And
know.
how do you
I
know?
can't- I
Have
can't-
How do I know? Because it's always the ones that got the nail polish and varnish everywhere. That's like, I want to clean it up. No,
I am quite organized, and no, you know what? No, I don't even. Like I said, I'm single, and I'm not dating because I'm not on it. Like, it's too much. It's too, I can't let someone into my space. Like, when I did date once and we lived together, it was really weird. Like, I was like cleaning up after a guy, and I was like, I can't do this. Like, get your mum to do it. I can't do it. And a lot of men actually need women like that. And I'm not what a man needs. I'm
So
what a man wants.
if he had bare dough, would you do it?
No.
No.
But like a lot of money.
What's a lot?
Maybe he was making like 10 million a year.
Hmm.
That's so much money.
She be on her hands and knees cleaning that shit.
What if he was making 200k a year? That's a lot of money.
Well, get somebody else to do it. I ain't doing it. Like,
Yeah,
what?
he paid for a cleaner, is what you're saying, or something.
Definitely.
Yeah. But it's just part of living with someone as well. I don't know if your sister's a tidy person or not, but I've got a housemate and he's quite messy. And again, that's just something that's built into you. You can't make a really messy person tidy overnight. It will never happen. Or throughout their whole life, they'll just be that person.
Do you know what I say to do to them? Install discipline, and then it'll just happen by itself.
How do you install discipline in another person?
Wake them up early in the morning.
Yeah.
First things first.
Does that sound realistic?
Yeah.
To wake someone up early in the morning?
Yeah.
If you try to wake me up in the morning, it ain't happening.
I'll wake you up with some some breakfast, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't ask me how I'm gonna wake you up in the morning, but you wake up in the morning. You get me?
Mm-mm.
And I'll have you cleaning.
Absolutely not.
Bro, you mad? I'll have you cleaning, bro.
No.
But after I give you some
I'm
good
not,
dumpling.
I'm not one of them, you know. I can't lie. I'm not one of them. Like, I get it. Sometimes a good
dumpling and ackee and saltfish
can make a woman feel like, I want to listen to this man.
Yeah.
But in reality, no. You come back to your senses and you're like, this ain't it.
Yeah, but by the time you come back to your senses, the house is already clean.
No, I've not clean. I don't clean up for guys. I'm not that. You see, like, even in the motives, there's always the girls that want to prove that they're wifey material and start sweeping and doing the most. I'm not one of them. I will watch a man clean. Like, do you know what I mean? I'll watch you clean. I'll cheer you on because I'm not doing your work.
So let me ask you something, yeah? Miss Lady with the 70 things on the list. What do you bring to a relationship?
What do I bring? Why? This is a weird question.
Gotcha, bitch. You don't do shit.
Okay, what did your mum bring to the relationship?
Ooh, my mom was a different generation, though. So my house is clean.
Okay.
My mom cleans.
Oh, okay. Cooks and cleans.
My mom cooks. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you bring to the relationship?
To
the table? Or
all right. So I bring stability.
What kind?
To your mental state.
How?
I'm just like
guys be saying this, but
no,
are you paying for my therapy?
I am your therapy.
How?
I'm a neutral soul in the sense of I'm very based. You know, I would see you upset, and my immediate thought is to make you happy. I'll protect you. I'll look after you. I'll treat you like a princess.
How do you protect a woman?
By dying for her.
That's right. And what else?
What do you mean what else? You ain't my girl, bro. Yo, she's trying to tick 70. Like, this nigga, all right. He's on 5 now. All right, he's got 65 to go. What, all right, do you like avocado? It's like, no. Yeah, like just basic stuff, man. Like, you know?
One more basic stuff for the basic girls.
No, not basic girl. Sometimes it's like, all right, every girl thinks like, I don't know, these days they all think like, oh, I need to be treated like boss babe, like a queen. Like, no, just treat her nice, bro. Be nice to her.
Is that
think about her. That encompasses a lot. Because nice. I might wake up one morning and be like, you know what, let's go Barbados.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's you thinking about me.
You see?
No, I'm just saying, though. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it. Like, I'm not being funny. Yeah, that's how you show someone that you think about them, that you're dating, that you care about them. That's thoughtful. And then, you know, making it happen, because some guys will just throw it out there, and women, like, stay in these relationships where guys have thrown that out. Like, she's falling in love with the words, and he's falling in love with the image, and this is why everything's effed up.
Yeah, but what do you bring, though?
What do I need to bring? My towel, my suitcase, my bikini? Like,
does this even play now? Do they even want to play this video? We even forgot we was reviewing, like, what's this? Forget about whatever. It's all about JPT, bruv.
Can kind of be an indicator of promiscuity.
I feel like a lot of people would lie about that, though.
The other thing is, even if you are overtly asking, there's no guarantee that they're going to tell you the truth. So, I mean, age can kind of be an indicator. Like, you know, if they're a bit older, I mean, you can start making some assumptions. That's not a guarantee.
Well, he's capping, because I know a 40-year-old virgin, and I know like 4 40-year-old virgins. So, age is not an indicator.
Female? Female virgins?
Yes.
But why do we have to give them excuses, though? Like, you'd be like, oh, don't ask them because they're going to lie about it. Why did you have to lie about it? Why are you lying about it?
Because it's not like, why do you want to know? Because what my
You know why I want to know.
Exactly. My answer. If I say the wrong thing, I won't have it like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So don't do it.
Well, don't lie.
No.
Don't ask.
No.
Don't rack up the
the bodies. Thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
No, what do you mean?
Don't rack up the bodies. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say no.
It's like there's consequences to actions.
Say no, Jermaine. No, Devontae. Put them on the air. Like, I'm airing you today. I'm being a good girl. I don't get it. That's what they used to do back in the days. I like you. Yeah. I like you, Debo. But
It's not gonna work.
it's not going to work, man. Save this. It's a special thing. And then make Debo be like, oh, I even want it even more. Like, ooh. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but I made someone wait, 9 months and he ghosted me. So what? What does that mean? No. We waited. I wasn't even on it right up until I did what? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. None of that stuff works.
It don't work if you don't normally make man wait.
No, I make everyone wait. Full stop.
No. Understand what I'm trying to say to you.
Go on.
If you bust the drawers for me 2 weeks, and you make Joseph wait 7 months, that's nothing special about that. Like, Joseph is not feeling special. He's feeling cheated because he's like, bruv, you know what I want? Like, you know what I want?
You had to wait months and months to get it.
Yeah, so you're pissing me off because now I've seen my man got it for less. I've taken you restaurant after restaurant after restaurant, been nice, open door, car, boom, been the nice guy. Oh, I'll save you. Cool. Are you all right? Wake you up in the morning. Good morning, babes.
Forehead kiss.
Bros. Like, I did everything for 7 months and you want to drop it for me now? He's like, yes. It's like, gotcha. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like that. Like, that's what man is thinking. But if you drop man, like, if it was more natural, it happened like that. It just happened like that. Or she's a virgin and then after 7 months. Or she's been with 2 guys and just came out of a long relationship for 7 years. So I'm unsure about chilling with you and, you know, and then slowly but surely you could put your hand around her. Then all of a sudden you're kissing and it's like, you get in places and it's all right, organic. Not, you know what, I'm tired of this roads and I'm just going to make man wait. Like,
Shut up.
no, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying tired of the roads. I make man wait. It's not the same as making man wait because I want to make man wait because I'm waiting.
It's a good point. It's a good point because women make rules for guys that they're not really that into.
Thank you.
And they break rules for guys that they are really into, right?
To facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
See, you hear that, right?
Facts.
You lot heard it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Right. So when they say, why? Because she knows it's facts, bro. It's facts, bro. I'll make you jump through hoops and do everything to get what I'll give my man for nothing. Like, call me now. I dare you call me now. I'm going to go over there and roast it up. You get me?
No, not like that.
Don't lie, bro. If a certain guy calls your phone right now, you're not even letting that ring twice. Yo, bro, the first ring is ready getting answered.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, and it's the rude kind of, what took you so long? Like, but shut up, man. You know you wanted me to call you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want? Like, you know what I want, big head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come, don't play.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of guys who can't have it like that. So if you find someone where it's that connection though, like, and this is
the 10%.
Yeah, is it 10%?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means that 10% of the man get it like that.
What, of the population?
Of the male population.
Damn. So what about females?
Bro, any Tom, Jane and Dora gets what they want.
From a man?
From the best looking men.
Good looking guys usually are not good people.
No, not just good looking guys. Powerful men, rich men, the men that you want are roasting off everything. They don't care if she's 5, if she's a 6, she's a 7, she's a 8. I'm not taking her seriously. I'm ghosting her after. I'm bussing and I'm gone. You get it?
Wow.
Well, see, like, my auntie just walked in. But yeah, let's get back to this anyway.
Though I think you can, there's like some ways you can kind of suss it out. You can ask her about her relationship history. Has she had just no long-term relationships since she's 30? She's probably for the streets, not gonna lie.
See?
That's not true.
No offense, but if you're 30 and you haven't had any long-term relationships, but you've been casually dating, bro, that's got to be above 100, probably. I'm gonna say.
Wow.
But if she had
hobbies.
What's that?
What if she has a lot of hobbies?
What do you mean a lot of hobbies?
Like she keeps herself busy and you know, doesn't sleep around like that.
There's
just-
outliers.
Do you have any hobbies?
Mhm.
Like?
I play golf.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Do you play it often?
Mhm.
Every week?
Fortnightly.
That's cool.
You're trying to surprise me.
Like on the course or like on the top golf?
Or do you mean like mini golf? Like on a date?
On the
On a date
iPhone
to
app.
mini golf once every 2 weeks.
Ha ha ha.
What do you
Ha, ha, ha,
mean?
ha, ha. Don't insult my intelligence. Not today.
Professional golf.
Yes.
Ratings. Okay.
How long have you been playing golf for?
2 years.
Wow. How'd you get into it?
A guy.
I'm done, bro. Like and subscribe, man. We're done out here, man.
What?
This is
Do you
entertain-
have any hobbies, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's that?
Do you want to answer or should I?
I mean,
Not chilling with the man them.
No.
Mm.
I do jiu-jitsu pretty much every day. That's like a lifestyle for me. I cook a lot. I'm really into cooking. I like to read and enjoy nature and stuff like that. But mainly it's just jiu-jitsu and cooking. That's my main two hobbies.
yeah, I like watching documentaries. I like chilling with friends.
Mm.
I like football.
See, men are so simple. Like you've listed some boring hobbies.
Do you think most women don't have hobbies?
No, we do.
Do you think that, Mary?
They're the most boring people on the entire earth,
No,
bro.
that's not true.
Bro, have you ever tried to sit down and be a friend with a girl? Bruh. Just like, that's why men just stay quiet, because it's like, that's all you hear. And it's like, it's a blur, and it's like, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of men don't have like personalities outside of women. Like if you lots weren't there sitting comparing or trying to bag Insta baddies, let's be real. You're just gonna be cooking or doing up chilling with your friends. Or
Yeah, but they don't know. You lot
jiu-jitsu
don't
with
know
the
what man
lads
does.
No, I'm just saying though. It's like. I want to talk to a guy who has outside of his career does some all right stuff like
Bruh, my career
Like
is
what?
what you're doing sitting down watching
know,
now.
I'm saying,
my
but-
career is the hobby.
It's work,
Yeah.
work, and you get it. The 1-2 things that you might enjoy. But maybe I need to date an astronaut because this.
Bro, I came back from Carnival 2-3 weeks ago. I don't know what you're on about. Like, I was in the Caribbean 2-3 weeks ago.
And how was it?
End up staying an extra week.
Did you meet someone?
No,
Well, then why'd you stay a week?
someone is a singular.
Oh,
Hey, lot of mercy. But yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed it out there. You know, I woke up in the morning 6 o'clock, had a run, went to bed in the beach, came back, ate some good food, picked some fruit straight from the tree.
Sounds nice, man.
Yeah, man.
would you get married to someone out there?
It depends. Because some of them are really still traditional.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't necessarily want my girl being too traditional, but
Why not?
because it's like I just want a good girl, man. Fucking hell, mate.
Everyone wants a good girl. What's a good girl? What's
Like-
a good girl? What is that even? A good girl? Like I'm the best girl. Then if you want a good girl, I'm the best girl. And I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. Definitely a good girl.
Have you got male friends?
No. What do I need a male friend for? The story is always the same with male friends. Unless it's your brother and your relative. Male relatives are different to male friends.
Man, them, you hearing this? If you like what you hear, you know what I'm saying? What's your Instagram? Tell me your Instagram.
kimcash.co.uk.
Is that a website or an Instagram?
It's
Wait, what? Bro,
Kimcash.co.uk.
that's a good chat there. What do you mean? You got a website?
no, it's actually an Instagram.
Okay, that's your handle, like Kim Cash. Okay.
Kimcash.co.uk.
Yes,
Nice.
Okay.
cash with a K. But what was he saying?
Do you not even want to listen to these lot? I'm just fine. I'm
Her
trying.
voice is jarring. I'm
It's
not gonna
gonna
lie,
go.
but he's very opinionated, talking about you need to ask her and she's gonna lie. Then
I mean, he's being devil's advocate.
yeah, well, stay by yourself.
Yeah.
There's outliers, sure, but I mean,
But how are you?
I'm not gonna stop this again. If you don't just tell me I'll stop, I just want to get rid of this guy because, I mean, I watch them, but it's like sometimes with these girls, it's like, but I can't.
He doesn't really get scholars on there, does he?
Yeah, and then they complain about Pearl getting scholars on hers. Anyway,
Determine that, like an outlier from somebody who's not an
it's tough.
outlier.
It's tough out here. I mean, there's certain kind of, does she party a lot? Does she go to bars a lot? Does she drink a lot? You know, so these are kind of other things to kind of suss it out. So I know Santa Barbara is a very, pretty much everyone here is an alcoholic. So not at the panel, but people fucking drink heavy as fuck in Santa Barbara. Everyone's at, so especially UCSB, SBCC, very heavy party schools. So I'm probably not making any fans by saying I'm not a big drinker. I don't party. I don't go to bars. I don't go to clubs. But I think someone who's, if they frequently partake in nightlife, it can be an indicator that they're a bit more promiscuous. It's not a guarantee. But if you're getting fucking tanked 3 nights a week, I can start making some assumptions. I could be wrong.
That's a fair point he's making.
Yeah, there's definitely some ways to tell. So.
What?
That's a fair point he's making. I mean, alcohol reduces your inhibitions and makes you do things that you wouldn't likely do.
Such as
perhaps sleeping with someone that you're attracted to, even though you have a partner.
Ooh.
Or sleep.
Or doing drugs.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Ooh.
No, as in, that's what they say, but in reality...
No. I'm Mr. Catch-It-All, mate. 2 minutes ago, I'm a good girl. Every girl's like that. Now it's, so what if I have a man and I sleep with another man?
I do not do that. That is wrong on so many levels.
Oh, okay.
I'm not on it. And if I do that, I'm going to tell my man that's what I did. I don't hide, and that's your choice. That's probably why I'm single.
Pretend I'm your man and tell me that you just slept with someone else.
Hey, babe.
What, go on?
I need to tell you something.
Yeah, go on, let me hear.
So I slept with your friend. I'm joking, obviously.
How did that go? How do you think that would go?
No, I need to tell you something, and then I get you hooked. Like, what is it? Do you love me? And you're like, yeah. And then, would you do anything for me? Yeah. Do you have any boundaries for me? No boundaries for you. And then I just kind of drop it in there, and then you'll get upset. We'll heal together, and we move on.
Anyway, guys, 3 single people on the couch.
Oh, shut up.
JPT, man, smash the like button, comment, subscribe.
But what are you going to do? If in that situation, I tell you that I've cheated on you, what are you going to do? Break up with me?
Are you going to tell me before or after me done hit it the last time?
No, just after you've hit it again.
See, there we go. Comment, like, subscribe. They've been amazing. Do you not want to plug something before you go?
Alex Manousos Jits on Instagram. Alex. And then ManousosJits.
KimCash.co.uk on Instagram.
Yeah, guys, man. Support them, follow them, like them. UK is trying to get out there, man. Support. Peace.